gatekeepers and originality in hip hop, and I mean honestly music in general, have been gone. People doing something for the first time has left music, and it's because of the way that like everybody can commentate and speculate. Fuck all that. And we're just gonna do what feels right and not worry about that. And whatever flag comes after is cool. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to take it there? To not give a fuck. To care so much that you don't give a fuck. You know? That's what this is. When was the last time?
It's like I live 2 times. How many times you get to live a new life? It must be because a nigga too nice. And we about to get too high. Don't let the devil in. This shit is heaven sent. And if we ever sin, we repent. I'm making a better plan, becoming a better man. Cause first time I died, nobody gave a damn. I'm taking everything they said I can't. Rebirth of a gun, and I've been an ant. In my past life, had a sacrifice. Watch with mad eyes, green eyes till I realize I decide my fate. I'ma take my place. Can't remember the last time that I felt this way. Pop something, smoke something, get lit. When's the last time you heard it like this? Pop something, smoke something, get lit. When's the last time you heard it like this?
Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? We're here with another episode of Let's Vibe TV. The vibes are always high. I see y'all in the building. Run them likes up, run them likes up. We need big energy every episode. It is Wednesday. We gotta get over the hump, y'all, together. Where the fuck is y'all watching from? What the fuck is y'all on this Wednesday afternoon? If you're at work, hopefully you're in a situation where this helps you get through it. You get to listen to my not so beautiful voice and my friends and them very creative people. Speaking of which, my co-host with the most and the inventor of Real Talk No BS, reppin' Cali, Big L.A. got something to say.
What's going on, y'all? What's the word? Hey, man, like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell them I'll do it again, man. Hey, man, that's why
Run them likes up, 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 run them likes up. I'm not even asking for no fucking money, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all say the most beautiful things to me, and I love y'all for it. So I'm not even mad. You know, it just, it takes a lot of energy to give a lot of energy. You know what I'm, Big LA. Oh my God. Somebody said the wildest shit today.
What happened? What we talking about?
I was in you know what? I'll wait a second to tell this story. It's definitely a great story. But with no further ado, the man of the hour, the rapper, the camera guy, the producer, the filmmaker, the visionary, the app maker, Mr. Ickner is in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, sir? How you doing? How you feeling?
What's up, man? Deron Eichner in the building. What's good? Live. Let's vibe. What's cracking, man? How you guys been?
Jaron, I already broke our deal out the fucking gate, didn't I? Out the gate.
It's fine. It's an education process.
Okay. So it's a funny thing of how I will always remember how to pronounce your name. I have an uncle named Jafar. So you know what I mean. So that
Yeah.
J and that on, you can't get around them two. You can't.
Just gotta put
I
the
don't
R.
want to hear
Put the
that.
R.
Nah, one
Yeah.
time somebody was like, "Oh, I'll never forget your name. I got an uncle named Brandon. My best friend named Brandon. They forgot my name right the fuck away. They forgot my
Okay,
name
I'm bad with names.
the
I'm
next
bad with names, but I'm
second.
good with family names.
It was crazy. It was crazy. What up, y'all? Speaking of names, who's in the building? Let me know how you feeling, where you watching from. Let's get over this hump together. We're all going through a lot, but we're here to talk about it or laugh about it, pretend like we're not. Either way, the vibes are always high.
True.
Jaron.
Yes. What's
So
cracking?
we start off the show with a game called This
Or
or
that.
That. And yesterday, they weren't very well versed in D'Angelo and
Okay.
Soul. And I know that I can tell by the darkness that you were raised on some D'Angelo Brown Sugar and those kind of tracks, right? And so
Yeah. Yeah.
we're gonna put you up in a this or that, and also about other stuff too, but a couple songs against each other. I'm trying to think of where which one. I know where to start. Right? Okay. Mob Deep, Quiet Storm, or Shook Ones.
Are we talking original Quiet Storm or Quiet Storm remix?
Quiet Stew, we gotta say the remix to because it's impossible once you make it the remix.
Also Shook Ones. I'm assuming we're talking Shook Ones Part 2, right? Like the iconic beat. That's like the beat.
Yeah.
So I actually talk about this all the time. I think Shook Ones Part 2 is the single-handed greatest beat in hip hop history. Like, period. Like, if you ranked all the greatest beats in hip hop history, Shook Ones Part 2 is number one. With that said, I like Quiet Storm Part 2 like better overall as a song. Like, because I'm more like a turn up kind of guy. So like that's like that shit you play in the club, like doom 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 doom. That's my shit. But I mean, Shook Ones Part 2 is like, it's the greatest hip hop beat of all time, in my opinion. But if I were to choose this or that, I would have to give the slight edge to Quiet Storm Part 2.
What?
Mm.
Now that don't make Big LA. Does that confuse the fuck out of you? What he
Hell
just
yeah,
said?
I'm running with Shook Ones. What we talking about?
No, that's not. Look,
Like I said,
No,
like Shook Ones Part 2 is like
that's
a
not what
song.
confuses me, right?
What? Okay, what got you?
Is him saying that Shook Ones 2 is the greatest hip hop beat of all time.
Oh, that threw me. I just didn't know.
And then picking Quiet Storm. You can't say a song.
Not because of the beat, but because of how it makes you feel. Like Shook Ones Part 2 is like basically like, like bars. That's what you rap over. That's like what you battle in. That's 8 Mile.
Wait, but the emotion that Mariah Carey added to Quiet Storm with her song Rooftop? Come on. I envision you. Like, that's how, like, come on, man. On the rooftop that rainy night. The way it was able to go both ways.
Sure.
Mind you, the beats are very similar between.
They are
Shook
actually
Ones.
like the same kind of like dark spectrum, but
like
Quiet Storm got that. I'm saying this that driving nature. That kind of. I mean, like I said, I think that Shook Ones Part 2 is kind of for bars. Like when I hear that beat, when I hear that stove and that, I'm like, all right, someone's about to bar up. Someone's got to bar up on this beat. This is one of the goats. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel that same way. Quiet Storm is more like I'm about to put on my hoodie and my black Air Forces and go hit the club real quick with the homies.
Bro, if this doesn't make you want to bar up, y'all got me. What? Those chords.
And it's an amazing beat. It's amazing. I was just watching the video with Mobb Deep and Nas, and they were talking, not Mobb Deep, but Havoc and Nas, and just talking about all his beats that he did during that period. And it's like, man, like he was in another fucking world with that shit.
Definitely.
And bro, what do you? This has that same bounce as Shook Ones. This beat got the bounce by the motherfucking ounce. I'm using words that I cannot pronounce, like Jaron. Weak niggas need to get off hair on. From there on.
If I had to go with a beat just on loop, though,
this beat,
I'm gonna run with that. Just on
loop. I gotta put on Shook Ones and see now.
It is they are pretty similar though. They're like two sides of the same coin beat wise.
And that's without the bass line.
So when you hear that, I'm expecting you to pull up just to start barring.
But that's because of the culture.
Sure, absolutely.
What's where
you gotta rap it soon as it drops. You know, like, wait, they're so close. And
they're pretty similar. Yeah, like when I think about it, like they're pretty similar.
Damn near, kind of, a little bit.
I actually lied. Mariah used Shook Ones for Rooftop.
Yeah, you had that. I know what you meant, but because the way you said it, but yeah, Mariah sampled Shook Ones, not Survival.
What up, Amber? What up, yeah? What up, Jose? You're here to see Jaron?
Yeah, DJ Looney's actually about to be my DJ at my record release show next month. So shout out to DJ Looney.
It's the same day every day, Amber, 5 p.m. EST. You know exactly where you want to be. Don't be a Shook One.
Mr. Brooks.
Come to the quiet storm. Come to the quiet storm. Don't be a Shook One.
What?
Especially when we got the visionary Jaron. And for y'all, let's we'll finish this or that. But run up them likes, Jaron. For y'all in the Freezy fam, Jaron actually edited our video to Let's Go. So I want to run that real quick and have a quick chat about that. That was before I ever met the man.
Yeah, that's basically like how we met, kind of, right? Because we had that meeting.
Yes,
that meeting?
absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to run it and then talk about that. Let's go.
Sure.
I don't care what you going through, what just happened today. We gon'
I know what you love to say.
Let's go.
I'm pulling up, just let me know. It's guaranteed we're putting on the show. Camera flash, let's go. Mask on. I look at you crazy if you go. But that look won't last long. Cause about 5 minutes going on. It going strong.
Yeah, that was Let's Go. That video is, bro, you went nuts on that damn video. You had Freezy on my shoulder hitting his dance moves and shit like that.
Yeah, I will say that that video was a pain in the ass. I'll tell you what. But I'll say this though, like when it
Well,
comes
and
to editing videos, I actually find myself like getting tired of the song. And your song was actually one of the few videos that I edited. I actually didn't mind the song at all. Like it's extremely enjoyable and catchy. My wife and kid were singing it when I was editing, but I think that edit took me like maybe
That's
10
dope.
hours to do. You know what I'm saying? It was a 10-hour edit on that just to get the green screen right and all that.
ooh,
So
damn. Well,
yeah,
it's crazy for how much it means now.
absolutely.
With E Freezy passing and all that. Well, and it almost didn't happen. You literally saved the day on that video because the original video for and this leads to a great conversation about AI. Because if y'all noticed, me, E Freezy, and Heather B are all in neon shirts in the music video. And that's because our heads were supposed to be floating. The original camera guy filmed it super large. He oversized filmed everything. And then literally gave up on the video. And was like, hey, find somebody else to edit this. And I was like, what the fuck? And even getting them, whoever the footage was gonna be, impossible. I think E Freezy selected you. I think he's who picked you, isn't he?
I
Who
believe so.
found?
Yeah. It was he
Yeah.
reached out to me about it. I want to say like someone tagged me in a post or something. I don't even remember exactly how it happened, but it was like, yo, we need someone to do a green screen edit. And then we talked about it. And then he ended up giving me the hard. I still have that hard drive somewhere. He gave it to me to edit
Wow.
it. And when I tried to get back to him, he's like, no, let's keep it. So I have that hard drive somewhere with the original footage on it, somewhere in this massive
Oh
studio.
my gosh.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's insane. But it's crazy because nowadays, how easy would it have been to get our heads to float in the air?
With AI, you mean?
Yes.
I mean, pretty easy. Yeah, for sure. I think if I had AI, I definitely would have used it on that video. Because I think probably the reason why the videographer probably gave up on it was because the green screen was a little janky in terms of how it was lit. And that was the problem that I ran into where I had to like rotoscope you guys out on a lot of the shots because the green screen wasn't lit properly. He probably didn't know what to do with that. But if I had AI, I would have just threw
Well,
your picture in there and did it automatically.
now Big LA, that blows my mind to hear because
Me too. Yeah, that's great.
that was filmed for starters in my brother's green screen room with lights accommodating every wall, green screen painted.
That's wild.
And
That's wild. With you saying that way, yeah, that's wild. To me.
yeah.
It comes down to the
that's
experience of the videographer knowing how to light the place because it probably wasn't the room
I
of the
would
lighting
love
itself.
the word who it was because it's like an acclaimed cat. Like for them to have, like for you to have done what you did and for them to have given up, that's nuts.
How
But
you,
I did say it took 10
how
hours
you
though.
give up and you in a whole green screen room? Do you know the possibilities with that with just basic computer programs even back then? What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You just got bored, bro. You didn't have to do that.
I don't, I don't. Well, and they made me have to pay multiple people to get it done, which wasn't the plan. It was pretty wild of a situation, but and I've never told this story ever because I usually keep my stories close to my chest. But what a more perfect time than now, for how even I met this man right here with us today on Let's Vibe TV. So we asked that, okay, On and On or Call Tyrone?
Oh, this and that.
Hey, hold on.
See, this is one of those things where it's like Tyrone
Doc,
is
you
definitely
just
the
missed
more iconic song. Like
Doc,
Tyrone is the song that like I think defines Erykah Badu, or at least one of them. But On and On is the better song, so I would say On and On.
Oh, do you think Bag Lady would have been a better selection to go against Tyrone?
Tyrone made more money.
Yeah, Tyrone was the more popular song, but it wasn't.
Tyrone made more money. I'll give it that.
And yeah, we'll get in. Yeah, I wanted to say something I found out about Tyrone too. But Doc, yeah, you'll have to run the episode back a little bit. We were just talking about E Freezy and the story of me and his music video. Jerron shot it. He edited the video. So yeah, for sure you'll have to see the beginning where we tell the story and talk about it a little bit. It's pretty interesting. I think you'd really like that. Shout out Doc. But because Call Tyrone was not on Erykah Badu's first album. It's actually on a live album of hers, which I was I was looking for it, and I was going through her albums. Like, it's not on Baduism, it's not on the album after. It came out in between, and they ended up rushing the live album 1 month after because Tyrone was so big.
Well, I did not know that.
Oh, wow. Doc just said Eric turned me on to Jerron. That's how did you meet Eric?
I met him the same day. That's when I met him. Was literally for that video. We had known about each other online. Like I think he was just starting to go live at that point. Maybe he had already maybe he was like a little bit in, but he wasn't too deep into it at that point. And I was doing the live thing too. I actually had a series called Morning Motivation, and I was going live every morning, just saying like motivational shit and being like a fucking Gary Vee motherfucker. And basically, like, he reached out to me at some point to give me a shout out on what I was doing with that. And then yada yada yada. We ended up meeting for the first time in person when he handed me the hard drive for that video. I went over to his apartment.
Wow. He had a fly ass apartment. So yeah, that's funny because you guys are very similar in the alternative Arizona hip hop space.
Sure. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think
I wouldn't say that until right now, though. But there's definitely like an alternative versus like, because I think even Big LA, the rappers that they talk about on like the Maryville, like the more hood rappers, right? They don't talk about artists like Jerron, Days of Tragedy, Whitney Payton, my brother, and stuff like that, you know.
Music is sectioned out just like high school used to be. And I'm gonna leave it right there. They do the same. They do the same thing. It's no, you're right. I agree. It shouldn't be, but it's the same. It's the same concept as high school.
Well, and even I think people get lost to the fact that this is a space to kind of break all that down. Because to me, dope is dope. If you're dope in Maryville, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I look at it like this, right? And I've noticed this with, and don't y'all judge me for this, but with Arizona hip hop, it's a whole lot of gangster shit. And y'all amplify just
that's
the
not
gangster
true,
side of
though.
hip hop. And it's a
That's
whole
just
lot of
not
other sides to hip hop. That's a big spectrum.
no, but that's not true, bro. On
What
this
you mean?
show, we have showed multiple Arizona artists
On
doing
it,
better
okay.
than the gangster rappers.
Respectfully.
Respectful,
This platform. Hear me. This
but they're
platform.
out there doing things
Hear me?
like even an Arizona artist just did a song with Insane Clown Posse. That's
No, who is it?
massive. Unconventional Kings.
Ooh.
What
So
they're
I mean,
doing
like,
with Tech Nine. Geron throws events that are unique and like
well, I
people
was gonna say, like,
miss out.
if you know my history a little bit in terms of like, I've been operating the Arizona hip hop scene since 2006,
Mhm.
and like one of my claim to fame is that actually when I first started, I had the longest running hip hop show in Tucson called Chronicles, and I was booking acts from Phoenix, New York, LA. I was bringing people from all over the country. And I did that for 10 years, and then I moved to Phoenix, and I actually started writing for Phoenix New Times, and I was covering like Willie North Pole, Cecilia Collins, Be the
Mhm.
Rula, Trap House. I was giving them all
Whoa, and
platforms.
that's interesting because those guys are really in a middle ground between
Right.
the alternative scene and being hood. Okay, go on.
Well, I mean, Willie North Pole and Trap House are pretty hood. I mean, on the spectrum. I'm not.
But my bro,
I was gonna ask.
okay,
Because
but
I
Willie,
don't really. Okay, I keep up with who I keep up with. If I'm introduced to something new, hell yeah, cool.
Willie North Pole made it on the MTV Made is his claim to fame, along with being a good rapper. But he was on MTV Made before my brother popped off anything. He was the first guy out of there. Damn, V the Ruler is kind of hood, and I'm basing it off their popularity that they're not. And I don't know.
You'd have okay.
My point is that when it comes to Arizona hip hop artists, like the whole thing that I try to tell people is that Arizona hip hop doesn't have a definitive sound. It's a melting pot. A lot of these motherfuckers in Arizona are transplants that come from different cities and different countries, which is fine. But when you're trying to define the sound, it's like trying to throw a dart at a fucking haystack. It's not even a phrase. I just made it up. But the point being is that you're going to get a different sound almost every single time. And right now you're seeing like the wave of like the Cactus Boys and like artists like Mav and Soul Camp and people like that who are like defining the Mexican wave right now. And even their sounds are vastly different.
Yeah.
Well, I thought here's what I find tough, right? Because I agree with what you. It's like two things can be true, because even my brother, he's not from Arizona, right?
He's not.
But he took on an Arizona.
He's done a lot for Phoenix. So I mean,
Well, he took a lot of Arizona's sound and sweat. I consider his sound matching with the lands, like with the a lot of the other artists. Maybe he developed it a little bit because people wanted to do what he was doing, but even like the beat selection, I feel like all that shifted once he moved to Arizona and started working with people such as the guy who makes the beat for the Odd Squad,
Action,
AKT, yeah.
I mean that opens up a whole different discussion. That's kind of a sensitive topic in this state, and I mean I get crucified.
What's a
for
sensitive topic in Arizona?
I'm about to let you know because I get crucified. If you talk to people about my position in this team, it's either love or hate, and it's because of this fact right here. Arizona is a white state. It's 3% black. So when you look at someone like Action, who helped put Futuristic on, he's a white producer who has these outlets that have a lot more. It's like an Eminem situation, but reversed. And a lot of if you look at Respect the Underground with Justice, he's a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's only, like I said, it's only 5% black in the entire state of Arizona. So that means that any black artist that you see is basically competing against a sea of Mexicans, a sea of white artists, right? So when it comes to someone like Futuristic, who's extremely talented, linking up with someone with Action, who's extremely talented, but also white, it's a leg up. And they did that Dizzy Wright song. So it's like,
well,
it's a formula.
he
Yeah,
used,
kind of.
hold on. My brother was winning competitions and all kinds of stuff outside of Arizona
Sure.
as well. But I definitely think that that defines the popular sound in Arizona. Uh, definitely.
Futuristic found a way to reach that audience. And when I say that audience in particular, I think about the ASU, U of A college crowds, because that's what this state is propelled by, the college kids.
I'll
You
be
have
honest, when I
40,000,
very first
80,000
even
He
people
did
coming.
what his daddy did. That's so crazy to think of it that way. Because like even ISU, that my dad took that to be a wedding DJ, and to where you're getting that major, bucks to DJ, and you're owning homes off of DJing and stuff like that. So that's pretty interesting. But I don't know. I would hate to be like Beck's got that shit that can appeal to white people, but
wait a minute. Wait.
It gets complicated, man, because
it
like I
gets
think some of my favorite artists in Arizona, like one of my all-time favorite artists in Arizona is Marley B. And he's blowing up right now. And when it comes to Marley B, I've known this kid since he was 16 years old. And I
Mhm.
watched him grind out and network and work with people like Dizzy Wright and go on tour with all these artists and understand the culture and understand like what he had to do to make it happen. So when I see him be successful, he earned it, right? But then there's other artists who are kind of like, well, I can get into more doors than you, therefore I'm more successful than you. And it's a lot different from talent.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's
Okay.
kind of like a lot of Arizona hip hop, to be honest. Not to take shots at anybody, but a lot of people know how to open doors. Doesn't mean that they know what to do when they get inside of them.
Brown
Ooh.
sugar, or how does it feel?
Wait, what? Are you cool? Oh, what type
That's a
of
tough
question?
one, bro. Because those are probably my two favorite D'Angelo songs, honestly.
No, he's got
Um,
D'Angelo has made songs that like people build movies around, and not
right.
just one. From Lady to Brown Sugar. Like it's so it's
I
so
guess I'll give it
crazy.
to How Does It Feel because of the iconicness of the video, the impact from
No,
what he did.
wait,
Nah, he was naked with oil on his body.
but
I ain't
I'm
trying
not
but
to
saying that
hear
I like
that.
the video. I'm
the
just saying
way
what it
they
did.
shot that in one take like that was so legendary and so crazy and
It's
so
one of the
ahead
greatest
of
videos
its
of all time,
time. His
easily.
acting in it, uh the way it closes on a cliffhanger without it even being a cliffhanger. uh, it's you know uh I showed somebody who had never seen it, and it's so crazy how fresh, how the reaction is just the same as it was in 19 when it came out. When
Yeah,
it
Word.
still
gets
hit
to the
for sure.
lower mid, they were like, "Oh, you know, ooh, you know."
Yeah,
And,
absolutely still hits.
uh,
One of the
uh,
greatest videos of all time. Like if I made like a top 50 music videos, that video would probably be on it easily.
I hate that fact.
I'm not saying I enjoy the video. I'm just saying that I know what it did.
We can't we can't deny the reply.
Hey, that song helped a lot of situations back then and even now.
He made the soundtrack to every black rom-com.
What?
This is true.
Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes.
That's an interesting choice. I don't really know a lot about Cody Rhodes. I actually just learned about him. So I used to be into wrestling when I was younger, and then I just kind of fell out. And then when that whole John Cena turned heel thing happened, and like Cody Rhodes started popping up and all that shit, and he won the championship. That's when I was like, "Who the fuck's Cody Rhodes?" And I kind of looked into him. So I don't really know like a lot about him.
I see.
And
You
I'm
know
also older.
that's Dusty's son, right? That's Dusty's
Yeah,
son.
I'm 41 years old, so like
Look,
fucking
we watched
it's
that
gonna be Seth
shit, and I
Rollins.
had
It's gonna
seen
be
you
Seth
post
Rollins.
status. I'd seen you following the hill. I've seen you post statuses about some shit involving it, so I figured I would ask.
Involving Cody Rhodes.
Like, no, involving wrestling in general.
Well, so another thing about me, and this is like kind of how I describe myself when I pitch myself to people. I'm a multimedia artist, so I'm literally like a specialist in all forms of media, from TV, writing, film, et cetera, so forth. But like, what all that is just a fancy version of being a really good storyteller. And so I'm all about telling stories, and like I love stories in different formats, whether it's wrestling, whether it's movies, whether it's plays or theaters. I'm obsessed.
So
with
you'll
stories.
pop in when a story is intriguing you and leave
When
as
John
soon
Cena
as
turned
it's
heel, I
not.
was like, "What the fuck's going on with this
Yeah.
nigga turning heel? Let me go see what's up with this story." You know what I'm saying? So I peeked in and just kind of saw what was going on with it. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Monday? I see you in the fucking building. Salute you, Monday. We're getting over this Wednesday hump with Mr. Ickner. He has a lot of fire shit on the way, but it's a couple months from now coming, isn't it?
I'm gearing up right now, so I'm literally dropping a new single every couple weeks until the album drops. There are just Lucy's that I just kind of had, and I'm making them live. The album drops, which is called Wishes Are Never Perfect, on November 25th, and I got like a bunch of stuff attached to that.
An app.
There's an app. There is a book.
A book.
We need to know about these things.
Hold on.
What is in this book?
The codes to life. The codes to
right here is actually, it's a fictional novel, because like I said, I'm a storyteller. So it's actually about a genie he calls himself a cosmic guardian, but it's a genie. And
put it up there so people can see it.
Oh, sorry. The poster's right here too. But it's about a genie who is retired from being a genie, and so he's writing his memoirs. So this book is like his memoirs and his like
the genie's memoirs. That's crazy.
Like something happens and he has to like get back into the game. And so, but like I said, I'm a storyteller.
What up? I see you, Sadie's in the building. Drop a comment. Say hi. I see your actions. I see.
But yeah, I be going crazy because I even bought like a little prop lamp, like a little fake lamp here that I got off of Amazon that I use. I'm using my rollout. I really got into coding. I'm working on a video game right now, which I was hoping to get done before the album, but making a video game is hard. But yeah, so app, a little bit app. I'm working on a film as well that's going to use a lot of AI, and then also the book. So the book, the film, the app. Then I'm doing a release show, and then the album itself on the 25th. All these things are going to be rolling out over the next several weeks. And then also after the album comes out, we're gonna be doing some shit too.
Okay. So speaking of albums coming out, this is a great transition. Nicki Minaj announced this yesterday that she is not actually putting out her album. And I am trying to not believe that she pretended she was putting out an album and did all that shit just to slow down Cardi's sales. The first thing people are saying is no album was on the way.
Now the crazy part, Cardi's sales gonna go right up now.
Come on, Jaron.
Maybe. I mean, I think Nicki Minaj is going to drop an album next year. I think that's gonna happen. Like, it's not like she's just trying to play the fucking marketing game and like the whole like hype game.
Because they stopped talking about it. And so what do you do besides be like, all right, I'm off the charts now? Fuck yeah. Fuck the album. Keep me on the charts till the album. But I think that but she's also nasty enough that I could believe that she would done those shenanigans to, I don't know, maybe she knows the game too well to have done that.
No, she petty as hell. No, she petty.
I agree. It's pettiness.
In the game, anything is really that nasty, and it's crazy. We live in the pettiest world ever right now. I'm not petty. This is not a petty space. I get accused of being petty a lot. But do you know one thing? I got kicked out of a chat today.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I got kicked out. I got kicked out of a chat. I'm gonna try to see if he's
For
not
being petty or what? Were you being petty?
No. Okay, look, my mind is a little bit scattered. I'm a little bit
Okay.
forgetful, right? I tune into this guy's live, okay? And he's got some chick hanging from bars, going across the kitchen. He's watching videos of this aerobic chick drinking coffee. She does her morning routine all while hanging from the ceiling. I say, what the fuck? I go and handle some business. I come back. He's still watching it. I forget I had previously commented, what the fuck? So I say it again. And the guy's like, he plays games. Get him, moderator, get him out of here. He said the same thing twice. Okay. And I'm like, even his moderator doesn't like do it right away. And probably his there's only 6 people watching. Okay. There's 6 motherfuckers watching this shit. Why the fuck do you got a moderator with 6 people watching?
He said, "A dream big, damn it, a dream big."
Dream. I'm ready for when it happens, damn it.
Yes,
Okay.
I dream big, damn it.
And whoever, and like 6 of the people watch 6 of the 6 people listen to my music, so they don't really want to kick me, but they, I didn't make the moderator of my shit though. So originally they just delete one of my what the fucks, and then he's like, I guess my moderator's not listening to me.
Oh, you and your feelings. Oh, you deep.
I got what kills me, about him having a moderator is this is one of them Republican or at least free speech motherfuckers. He be on there talking about free speech. I can't say what the fuck when I'm watching this weirdness that you got going for 5 minutes. That's actually like boring weirdness.
In his mind, he felt like he ain't have to watch.
Look, he should be. No, and do you know the worst part, Jerron? Do you know what somebody commented after? And I don't even know who commented this. They said, Brandon, he's easily excited. He's got big personality in his small body. Whoa. I was like, motherfucker. And now I can't even comment.
That's where you made the fake account.
Oh no, I went to the Letzvibe TV account. I went to the Letzvibe TV account.
My one too. I did my due diligence.
When I went back, they were like watching this guy eat fucking guacamole. Okay. And I was like, I hate guacamole. I can't put it in my frosted flakes. I can only eat bananas and strawberries.
Okay, and you don't see where that may or may not been just a tad bit, just a little peach.
Look, no, I don't. It's right. Let freedom fly. I didn't even say anything rude, no name calling, nothing, and I genuinely don't like avocado. And he always be on my ass when I eat frosted flakes. He'd be like, don't be making people eat them GMOs.
People got a choice on what they eat, watch, drink, smoke, whatever.
If I don't like avocado, I don't like avocado. So yeah, I don't.
What you think, Jay? What you think of this whole situation?
Was I petty?
I think that comes off a little petty, yes.
No,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've done my
He
fair
said it calm
share.
as hell. Like, yeah, it's a little bit.
I've done my fair share of like trolling over the years, but as I get older, man, like first of all, like they multiply, they don't go away.
Facts.
And so the more you do, the more bullshit that there is. And social media got us all fucked up. So it's just like, I'm trying to do less of it. I try to just go on my little rant on Facebook and just keep it a day.
I'm like an
What?
anti, but that's my problem. Social, and this is a great segue to one of the things I wanted to get more in depth about with you is like from the conversations, from the small-mindedness of it to the followhood of it, to the tearing down of one another. I swear they look so hard at a picture to find the flaws, and they don't ever under anonymous accounts and AI. Do you think it's a fad? Do you what do you think with legends like Timbaland using it the way he is? Because he could be a leader. And I think creating an AI artist and all these things are the polar opposite. I think Kanye has done great work with AI. Bro, Bully is a magical album. Bully is magical.
You said a lot of things there that I don't agree with. So
okay.
with the Kanye West thing and his usage of AI, I don't agree with how he uses it. When it comes to Timbaland, I'm one of the few that actually really see what he's trying to do with AI. I just think that the way that he approached it was all wrong. From the way that he was taking people's songs from his little live stream series, and from the way that he was like, oh, I got this AI artist, and he kind of like, it just came off as a way that wasn't genuine. But for me personally, I think that there is a way for AI. I use AI in a lot of my work in the sense that like I use it to create samples. I use it to help me come up with ideas, but I'm not going to have it make a song for me. I'm not
to make a sample, brilliant. It's how, well, and wait, but hold on. You say you don't agree with how Kanye used it. One of the best songs on the Carter 6 was Welcome to the Carter, where Kanye produced that beat with the AI sample, just like what you
I was
said.
referring to the voice switching thing that he was doing, where he was having people rapping and then he was switching it with his voice. I thought that was trash. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
He was having other people. Damn, he was taking his ghostwriting to another level.
It's an interesting thing, but it's like, it's not. So for me, when it comes to AI, it's about enhancing man. That's the purpose of it. It's not here to replace man. It's here to enhance us. So I think that as long as it's used in a way that enhances the creativity,
exactly.
like would you guys see this short film that I'm going to drop on you guys with it, which is never perfect? You guys are going to be like, what the fuck? I guarantee it, because you're going to see me unlock a brand new level of creativity that I simply wasn't able to reach before because I didn't have the money, time, or fucking resources. But now I can literally go into the deep, dark, nasty recesses of my mind and pull out some shit to blow your guys' mind.
No, but we were talking about that yesterday, right? And our guest, shout out GA Bars. When I say GA, you say
Bars.
Yeah, she pointed out something nasty. The CP issues with it. And how do we get it? Well, because even I was sitting there, and shout out Edwin. Edwin was on yesterday, and I, because like what you said, it's supposed to be an enhancement, right? And it's supposed to be for people with your creativity, my creativity, Edwin's, Big LA's, to enhance it, to make, because if that was our creativity before AI and off of our pure like minds, visions, and hand skills, what's possible without it? The problem
all AI should have been able to do was
I want to finish it's for people with skills to enhance them. basically, and to do cool shit. But we can't make a law where only people who are already certified. Maybe you had to rap 4 years before you use like stuff like. But what were you gonna say, Big LA?
I got it. It was meant for people like us that create, that don't have the exact Hollywood budgets to do some dope shit that we couldn't do before.
But you know what? It was also made for people who can't, to be able to do things that they were never capable of as well. God damn.
And the best thing y'all done did was make gang banging monkey real.
No, look, yes.
And wrestling reels of dead people.
And put Michael Jackson in the ring and like, well, and you know what? I don't even have a problem necessarily with these things. And then make a bunch of people think they're artists that aren't. And you'll see the same things. And people won't even know. I saw some good ass AI earlier of Trump saying he dodges bullets better than Charlie Kirk.
Jeez.
And it was subtly said. In the tone he said shit, you know, like you could believe it was real. And when they start, I say this about myself, right? I talk enough shit on my own. Once you can start making up things about me, it's dangerous.
I think there's a tipping point there. I think that once AI gets like all over the place, which is kind of almost there, then nothing on the internet matters anymore. The internet just becomes a fake world where nothing is believable, right? So it just becomes like a Disney World. So if you're picking up your phone and you're looking at it, then you should expect everything in your phone to be false. It's not quite there yet, right? We're not there yet. I'm talking like 3 or 4 years from now, right? When everything is AI generated. It's pretty close now, but there's still like that idea that like, oh, well, you know, I can still go to these news sources. And it's like, no, it's going to get to the point where nothing is fucking real on the internet. And this is just going to be pure entertainment.
Shout out Creative Collectibles. She makes fire shit. You know, we were talking about some of the shit G.A. Barr said yesterday on the episode. We know she was shouting you out. They're sisters. I think we should play your video at this point. Jerron.
Sure. Yeah. This video is Hot Summer Cold Heart. I actually use AI in this video. The video starts with me being lit on fire. I didn't do that in real life, obviously, but I use AI to do that. And that's the exact point I'm trying to make, where it's like the things that you'll see in this video with like me bursting in the flames and shit like that. Like, how am I supposed to do that without AI? And I'm saying, sure, I could pay a guy, but he might fuck up and he's going to cost thousands of dollars. Or I can just throw the shit into fucking VO3 and just blow up real quick and just do that. So.
Yeah. Star struck. We gonna heat it up. We gonna heat it up. We gonna heat it up. Now I'm walking on this hot concrete, looking for respect. Sun on my neck, trying to catch another check. Now I'm working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer. Yeah, burning up my feet to the beat when we hit the streets. Always on repeat, never sweet, but we keep it neat. Yeah, my team elite, doing feats that you always see. Yeah, we let it be, smoking trees, better pay your fees. Keep it to a T, let them breathe when we set them free. Used to flip the P, get the G, then we split the V. Now we buzzing bees on the birds, trying to get the cheese. Looking at the nerds, always trying to get the sympathy. Yeah, I'm walking on this hot concrete, looking for respect. Sun on my neck, trying to catch another check. Now I'm working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this summer. Yeah. I carry the weight on my soul in the sun, on my back and my feet, on the ground in my head, in the clouds and the love in your eyes, but my heart lives on ice. The smoke escaping my lips, the drama remains sedated. The day I became the pain was the day I became the greatest. Put it all in my art, leaving it all behind, leaving a peace of mind so I can have peace of mind. I'm watching my idols fall, victims become pariahs, heroes become the villains, our saviors become the tyrants. We all looking for guidance, hope inside the beacon, angels fighting the demons.
Y'all, add his YouTube. Add his YouTube. It was.
You can go to my website, JeronEichner.life, and you'll find all my shit, including my new album, pre-sale, all the shit I was talking about previously.
Yeah, I'm gonna and I'm about to drop the website in the comment section. I'm about to drop the website in the comment section. Thank you, Monday. Thank you, Monday, for hanging out. We definitely need you to come on here and talk some shit with us. What do you call the site? Jeron
Eichner, just my name, .life.
Jeron Eichner. I've been, oh my gosh, even the last
the whole
name.
show. It's all good though. It's all good. Like I was saying before we went on, like I originally I went by Black One, but with the name Black One, like I didn't choose that name. It was actually like bestowed upon me by a group of graffiti artists, and like being black in Arizona, like it didn't feel right to be called Black One. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, which is like even less black people in Phoenix. And so like being called Black One and then having my career go in a certain trajectory just didn't feel right. So I was like, I'm going to go by my real name, Jeron Eichner. Jeron actually literally means to sing. My mom knew what the fuck she was doing. And then Eichner, you know, that's my dad's name. So I'm going to make you all remember that when it's all said and done. Jeron Eichner. Jeron Eichner.
What do you put after Jeron Eichner?
.life. Because the .com, I forgot to pay the bill, so I'm gonna switch it back to .com.
Bro, wait, hold on. You had some fly shit like .life, and then you're gonna be like, I forgot to pay the bill. You could have been like, because it's more than just a website, it's a lifestyle, and you're gonna be like, Bill.
I like to be honest, man. I didn't pay the bill, and I'm like, fuck, I need this website. Let me just grab this .life real quick. That sounds fly.
And that's funny because as much as all this fake shit, and it's funny because what you said, like even when like they were like, all right, no Epstein files, I was like, they're really telling today's society, they're bold enough to say that in today, because I'm like, this is the realest and most questioning generation ever, but it's also the fakest as well. So and even there's like a lot of people that regardless of how much of a chance we have for authenticity for the first time, they want it to be fake so bad. I don't know if it's because it's been wired like that, where we're that discomfortable with who we are, or what it is, but it's a pretty interesting to see the people who have a chance to be themselves and don't want to be.
There's not a lot of benefit in society to being an individual, in the sense that like if you're a wallflower, like outlier out here trying to change the world and shit, in the eyes of like the billionaires and the oligarchies and the government, you ain't shit. You're a op, because you're changing the frequency of what we need the hive mind to do. So it's a lot harder to be an outlier, because if you're out here trying to do shit on your own, like we are, but like our own streaming shows, our own art, there's an entire engine against us in order to move forward. It'd be easier for you to just go sign a label or just go sell your soul, right? And then you would be blown up, you get a bunch of money, but then you're in a system and you got to make music a certain way and do certain things a certain way. I mean, we all know this.
Even with that, yeah, the first thing they're gonna they could possibly do, like, well, and with the leverage battle, they can be like, oh yeah, don't do your show, don't feed your people until we tell you what to do next. And then you're waiting on somebody for the rest of time. I think it's always been hard to be authentic. I almost feel like it's easier cuz it's just I could be hated and come on here every day regardless. And I almost don't even got to pay that bill. If I don't want to pay the bill, I could go on Facebook Live with the three of you and discuss these things. And all I need is a phone, which I could walk into a store and leave with damn near without putting $1 on. I don't know.
I get that. It makes sense, but it's a higher something to it. We all know it. So we just
being authentic. I'm seeing Monday's comment about being authentic being frowned upon, and it's like not really. It's just that like you're trained from almost birth to like not fuck with the authentic. It's not that it's like really frowned upon. It's just that like you think about like when you discovered like your first like artist that you really cared about that wasn't a popular artist and like you became all about them, or like that first TV show or that first movie that was like outside of like the normal shit, and you started to like discover that there's a whole world outside of what people are telling you. That's kind of what it feels like in the sense that it's not frowned upon. It's just ignored to be authentic. Authenticity doesn't really pay the bills, unfortunately.
That's an interesting, but I think it does. Okay, for me, when he says frowned upon, I think of it like when I don't want to go to the shows and get shit faced with the other artists. So I'm on the outside then with my authenticity then, because I'm almost breaking tradition. Me traveling with my wife in these areas, he's so right, but there's so many levels and reasons and places, and then like going against tradition is frowned upon. And authenticity takes part of going against tradition. I regret going against tradition because I feel like it was disrespectful at some times. And I kind of came to find out, I feel like it didn't matter how cold I was, right? There's a chain of command. You got to go up. There is an oligarchy.
For what though? For what goal? Why do you have to go up the chain?
For being the go to. I mean, I obviously the way I was like not that where I'm at isn't. I mean, it's a longer way, and I don't think I understood that element of it. And it's like, oh, so you can't just. I was under a different impression because when you think differently, you don't even understand the way other people are collectively hive minding thinking. And these things weren't as intense then. You know, like putting out a mixtape was cheered on because it wasn't done by people who have no business rapping per se, because it took more.
I agree with what you're saying. I'm messing with you.
I mean, this is so crazy because at the same time, the rapper is the black. That depends where you're at, because in the hood, don't be a rapper. And I have definitely got laughed at for wanting to be a rapper before I started dropping bars. Obviously, once I rap, this story might change a little bit, but there's a lot of that energy of once somebody opens their mouth to rap, to be like, nigga, shut up.
Were you raised in like, what was the demographic of the people you were raised around? Like what did the neighborhood look like?
Yo, I mean, they were white. My mom's a pediatrician, so I would,
That's basically what I was trying to get to, because I was raised in Tucson, which is mostly white. And the high school I went to, Mountain View High School, had 12 black kids there out of 2,000 kids.
What?
And sure enough, I was expected to either be a fucking rapper or a fucking basketball player. I wasn't good enough to be a basketball player, but I was already rapping before I even got to high school. But it's just the idea that like there's that stereotype around being an artist, and that's kind of like why even I call myself a multimedia artist and not a rapper. If I tell someone I'm a rapper, they're like, "Oh, why don't you rap for me?" and all kinds of shit. And if I say, "Oh, I'm a multimedia artist," then I gotta explain what that is. That's like I tell stories, bitch. I make movies. I fucking write songs. I
hate
stories.
the term rapper, and it's not because I hate rappers. I love rappers and adore what they do. I hate what I think other people think when they use the word.
Exactly, the stigma behind it. Especially if you're talking to a white person. Now, if you're talking to a black person, it's a little bit of a different stigma. But if you're talking to like your coworker at fucking Fry's and be like, "Yo, I got a rap concert," they'd be like, "Oh, you rap? Oh, ho, 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 that's great, buddy." You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know what the vibe is like.
That's so
And there's
funny.
nothing wrong with that. And I sound like hella fucking racist right now, which is like not my vibe. I have a white wife.
Okay,
I'm
it's
pro
a double-edged
white.
sword either way.
Look,
Huh?
It's a double-edged sword either way.
It is.
Because on one side, you grow up here, you're a part of the stereotype. You grow up over here and say, "Oh yeah, okay, you a goofy, you playing, move around somewhere, go do something,
Go get a real job."
Yeah, it makes sense. Make sense.
Sell some crack, nigga.
You know
But
what?
I mean,
Women like they did say stupid shit like that.
No, literally, bro. You gotta like. Here's another thing, right? So, a lot of times it's so funny because, like, you're trying to create something of worth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, a lot of these things we're building up equity every day on this thing, and we're building this castle of art, and it takes a lot of investing, and it takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of creativeness, and people will watch you do it and think that it's a fruitless cause or there's no, but like, you're building a product. They'll be like, "Oh, call me when you get the million." This is the million. If you understand that and you move with me with that mentality that we're grinding it out to make something of worth, duh, will never see the money if you're waiting for it to fall in your lap to start creating.
Yeah, but people, first of all, don't have the patience. And then also the elephant in the room is that in order to make money from your music, you got to put in a lot of fucking work and time. And I think when people when you tell someone that you're a rapper, for example, there's a perception that you got money, right? Because you're a rapper. If you don't, if either that or you're a broke ass rapper, those are the only two things. There's no middle ground where you're just like a middle class rapper. Either you're fucking really, really rich or you're like,
No, bro, and it is
middle class rapper. That's the name of my next album. Pin it right now.
My life as a middle class rapper has been so difficult, but yeah. All right, go on.
Yeah, being a middle class rapper, that's not a thing. Like when I tell people that I'm like, no, I literally like make money off of like doing shows and like selling my music and all that. They're like, what?
Literally, bro. It's like, now, mind you, people see it. It's hard to deny to a certain extent, but like, yeah, bro, like it's not that hard. But you'll see people buying features, songwriting, flyers. You know what I like? They want the drip. And if it looks unique and authentic, they're gonna ask you where you got it from. And the marketing of things, I don't, like
when it comes to like the economy,
a lot of time. It took. I've rapped 20 years. I've made money 3. Now, mind you, I opened for Currency, Wiz, Khalifa, Riff Raff, Snoop. I could go on and on. Massive shit. I didn't care about money then, or else I would have been making bank.
I
And
was gonna
that's
say
what's
that, like,
crazy between me and my brother. That nigga said, I'm not, look, call me when you, I said, don't do that. Don't wait for me, dog. Mac had, AKT, he had a business plan. And they took that shit to, my brother doesn't mind pinching pennies. He doesn't care losing interest in something to gain more money.
the artistic community is like, when it comes to the economy of it, the actual music itself, for the most part, is the least thing that generates income. Everything else around it, from the shows, the posters, the merch, the features, the songwriting, all the things that you mentioned, that makes more money than the actual music that you create itself at a certain, up until a certain point. Once you hit a certain point, then you can make a shit ton of
Well,
money.
that's why I don't care about streams. Even the artists post, yeah, like, what are
But he
we
made $20.
what are we talking about? Now you're
Oh,
gonna have to go
it's
on
about to be
tour.
Spotify end of the year wrap up season. You're gonna see it here. Everybody's gonna be posting their
Oh,
stream.
please, no, it's coming so soon, Gerard.
So I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, people gather success in their own ways, but like it is funny when I, like, right now, like on my rollout right now for Which Is Never Perfect, I put out 4 singles and I have like about fucking, I don't know, like 30,000 streams going into this album, which ain't shit, right? But I have a pretty decent number of pre-orders. I got fucking a couple t-shirts sold. I got a couple of copies of this book sold. I made more money off of all that shit than I will on
I
this
mean,
song.
I need to sell 40 copies of my $15 album to go platinum, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's damn
Arizona
near.
Platinum.
I mean, look, I've made my money back on what I spent making it.
Yeah. If you can recoup your costs, it's worth it. It's worth it.
And
for me,
that's
like,
a weak ass. That's
So
a
if all
joke,
you do, okay,
that's
question.
a joke number. By the way,
Question to both of you fellas: if what you doing right, because y'all both of y'all just said, if I make what I put into it back, I'm cool.
that's not. We don't mean that. But
I do a bunch of other shit though. Like I make movies. I'm hired to do, like, I just got hired for a wedding before the shoot. So like,
well,
I make money from other
and
ways.
he's making
but
money other ways to be. But in like,
the music's my core though. Like I started making music as a kid after my father died. Like that was the music always will be my solace and my point of release. You all are just lucky to get to experience it too. That's how I see it when I put my music out there. But I'm gonna always be making music for myself, and I'm always gonna be making songs. But then shit changed.
And as far as recoup, there's monthly bills that come out to make the shit. You know, even the stuff like recoup. I could be, I don't know, like I buy things months ago that I used to. The snacks I ate making the shit. I don't know. Kanye gives writing credits to the person who delivers food because of their investment in what was being made. But no, I'm joking about that. But it's my point. My point. No, he really does. He really does. But what my joke is that first off, if I'm focused on putting my all into making the music and not worried about all that stupid shit and making the best music possible, I should do good because I'm doing it from the right spot.
In theory, yes, you should. But there's a whole different thing now. You got to market yourself. You got to make content. You got to do live streams and shit.
About that, all that goes with it. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Now, literally, this whole fucking show is really to advertise the greatest entertainer of all time and his friends, and to promote the music and all of that. It's a counter narrative. And even to have the power to be like, Jaren, Geron, come here. I can't even pronounce his name, but I know I've read it so many times that I can't get the reading out. But but to be able to even bring him here and to have him, obviously, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But like, yeah, reels. I eat, like I was saying yesterday, I eat Frosted Flakes every day and post a little 20 seconds. It's cheap, it's easy, it's smart.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. Unfortunately,
and shout out Doc. Doc sent me 2 big boxes. Damn, right there. Even the Frosted Flakes is an investment. Because what if I run out of Frosted Flakes? People can't imagine the day I run out of Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, that might not be the best thing on the world. Hey, we're going to keep you right, though. We're going to keep you right, though.
As silly as it sounds, like, yo, what if you lose your blue hat, my nigga? Your blue Dodgers hat. Shit would be crazy.
I get it. I get what you're saying. But I get another one of these. The process, because we had that's something different. But that's the outside of, because we all understand what go on in this space. Yeah. The people that talk that shit and have the other shit say they don't understand. They're not going to.
Honestly, Breaking Even is doing so much better than a lot of people.
You know what?
Shout out to the people who are breaking even.
When you do it when you get to it that way,
people making $1 off of a show when most shows are charging you. That whole culture, there's so many whack ass hip hop cultures that like I wish I never called myself rap.
I mean, the silliness behind it now, yeah, it makes you like, damn, this is what I was standing behind all this motherfucking talk.
Even the idea of buying slots, they think they're getting to the bag, but they're compromising the
slots that eat that shit up. That don't help them.
And then they get terrible performers. And then what do? There's 15 terrible performers, and it's a suffer fest.
And don't be the best one out of that. You're going to be treated as the lesser there because you stood out. It's crazy, right?
The harsh reality of that, though, is that, like, I would say 90% of most artists in Arizona, that's the peak of their career.
Work on bringing people to come through the door.
That's their peak. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're playing
if you can't get your aunties in them to come through and that's what we're trying to change.
Even if they get 300 people to show up for that show.
That's the reality that we're talking about changing. And we're trying to give. It's possible, dog. It's not that hard.
I don't think it needs to be changed. I think there's a saturation point. I think everybody wants to be a fucking rapper.
What?
Hold on.
I remember back in the day.
Well, once it changes, less people are going to think that they can do it because they're going to see.
We're past that point, though.
We're never past any point. I don't think in 2025 we're ever past any point right now.
I think the reason why hip hop is declining right now is because
they got the Jabberwockies and Timbaland in a video with a fucking fake fucking singer singing a fake song, dog. What kind of weird world are we living in that I ever thought I'd see the Jabberwockies again or fake artists?
Not even the Jabberwockies. Timberland, not even that. Because they did their thing when they did their thing, and they do their thing when they do their shit. But Timberland using AI?
Well, no, that's part of my problem. This is, bro, the way that Timberland and them protected or acted like they cared about. I don't know. Maybe Timbaland lost his mind at some point, but he tried really hard to preserve Aaliyah's legacy. People using her, they were stopping Drake from using Aaliyah shit, dog, which is to doing what he's doing now and saying stupid stuff like, I really wanted to work with Biggie, so I can work with AI Biggie. What are we, dog? You didn't even let Aaliyah on streaming services.
What and who is AI Biggie? And y'all so simple, y'all so game goofy out here for real, for real.
But I think
It's a
that's why
techie.
he's
It's a
doing it.
techie sitting in
I
your
think he's
seat.
fed up.
Hey, it ain't a musician that's sitting next to Timberland no more. It's a techie that did 4 years at an Ivy League college.
That's what production has turned into. Even my bro,
Been
even
that
for
way for a while.
yeah,
Mhm.
my brother can play every instrument in the world. Do you know I have been begging him for 3 months to make an acoustic beat to my fucking song. He be sending me EDM shit. He is obsessed. Stitch Jones refuses. And this nigga came up, he learned how to play off of Metallica, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, he is a real, true blue, pick up drumsticks, pick up acoustic guitar, and he loves AI. He loves his MPC and doesn't see the point.
And he's not wrong.
Damn.
It comes down to what you're trying to do with the art at the end of the day. Because I think the whole argument right now is like, oh, motherfuckers are making AI artists and they're just like putting all the effort into typing a prompt and a motherfucker pops out and makes a song. I see what your brother does on Instagram with AI and how he's
Not
integrating it
wait,
into
wait.
music.
I'm not even talking about futuristic right now. I'm talking about my brother's futuristic don't play no guitar. Anyway,
I don't know.
that's
Shit, maybe.
yeah,
I
I
was
know, I
surprised
know.
when you said that. I thought you were talking about futuristic, but I didn't know he did all that. Why doesn't he do that more? No, man, but
Yeah, exactly. My no, but yeah. No, Stitch Jones. But there's a lot of us and a lot of us are really talented and have done a lot of shit. And we've done a lot of stuff with our brother here and there, but also we do our own things and come together sometimes too. But like go on with what you were saying. Like and he you're like it's an enhancer. It's why would you when you, like because he'll lay down a base of a beat and then he'll be like, I want to build similar to this, and he just loves hearing the build that's hold on. I'm calling him. I'm about to ask him real quick.
have you ever used Suno?
I don't do anything, bro. I don't use Chat GPT, AI. Fuck all that
You
extra.
said Sona or Sora. I know what you. I know
SUN.
what
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
know what
about.
he's talking about, but do I
It's
use any?
fucking incredible, bro. Like I've used it and it blows my mind, bro. And I'm like, dude, it's a wrap.
Yo,
It's a wrap.
we're on here talking. I'm here live on the show right now.
Oh shoot. Okay.
We're here talking about this AI. And I was talking about how I've been begging you for 3 months, maybe longer, to pick up a guitar, but you love your MPC and stuff. Like, what makes you, because you were like raised off of, not that you're not, but what makes you like that much more?
Well, honestly, like it's a combination of things. Like when you're using an MPC or a DAW or something like that, you can get the idea down. Like I'll play the guitar for sure, but when it comes to this like sequencing thing or whatever, like even John Mayer uses an MPC. He plays a riff, and then he puts another riff, and he makes a couple of different changes, and then he gets to sequence the energy of those changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, do I like this guitar part after this guitar part or whatever? So when you get into a production sense, you get to like zoom out and see, you know, what you don't get to see when you're actually playing through the different part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll call you later. If you want to come on, if you want to come up here, but you can't hear anybody else.
Yeah, no, I understand. But literally right now, I'm building the desk. You see that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
So we're gonna have a studio back in this beat, and there's some guitars over there. So don't get me fucked up.
I know you got him. I know you got him.
Yeah.
But all right, for sure.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
I mean, that's basically what I was saying, and what he was saying is that like AI is a really good way to get ideas out. So, like with Suno, for example, you can literally just beatbox into your fucking phone or hum a thing and put it in the Suno, and it will give you a full 4-minute beat. It's fucking crazy, and it's like I made like a bunch of production just messing around with it. I haven't put anything out with it yet because like with Suno though, what's nice is that you can actually export the stems individually. So you can make like a violin string sample or a horn sample, take it out, chop it up, and put it in a DAW, which is kind of what I do. But it's also you can make an entire fucking song front to back with an artist and a voice and put it out, which is what you're seeing right now. Like right now, Spotify, I think it's like 35% of their songs are AI songs.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Yes.
gonna go up. That's gonna increase. So you know, like
I want you and Stitch at some point to make beats. Have a beat. Not a beat off.
a beat down. How about a beat down? Don't do beat off.
An AI beat battle. I think that would be sick as fuck.
That
Put a time limit on it. For
so
sure.
the thing about AI that I noticed when I'm making beats on Suno is that
He's
like
making excuses already, Big
no,
LA.
I'm not making excuses. It's just that
Look at it.
most of it just sounds too good. All of it sounds amazing. Like if I showed you the beats that I made on Suno, you'd be like, what the fuck?
We'd still have to pick between them. So that,
but it's like picking. It kind of reminds me. So you remember the third Indiana Jones movie?
we won't
where the
forget.
motherfucker goes. Is it that the Last Crusade where he goes into the cave and the dude's like, "Oh, pick the Grail, the Holy Grail," right?
Black ass has watched the Indiana Jones movie.
You ever watched the Indiana Jones movie, bro? Black or not?
Hell no! I'm mad. I want
to, bro. Harrison's Ford crosses all color lines, bro. Fuck that. Anyways, I digress. In the last scene of the Holy Grail, he goes into this room and there's all these grails that are beautiful cups, right? And the blonde chick goes and she picks this gorgeous cup and she drinks from it and she turns to a fucking ghoul and dies. And Indiana Jones is like, oh wait, I want God, Jesus wants the fucking impurity or whatever. So he picks the ugliest, rustiest cup and he drinks out of that and he ends up winning. And so like my point is that like
fun. It's not that deep.
It's pretty deep. We're talking about music, man. This is my life. Like
y'all having an AI beat face off and showing what y'all can do is two people who know how to use it well. It might teach some niggas how to use it. Even him.
I'm down. I wasn't saying I wasn't down.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely down to do that for sure. I was going to explain that when you actually listen to Suno beats, it's all like this weird level of just like good quality. There's no variation. You know what I'm saying? It's just all good, right? So it's almost the shit that's shittier is the shit that's more interesting and the shit that actually has like some energy to it. If that makes any sense.
Well, typically on my show, most performers and shit are good. But then when a shitty song comes on, and like there's this level of great performer, but when a shitty performer or it doesn't make them sound better to me.
That's a fair take.
Standard of quality. But weak niggas do not sound better here because we got people who got bars here.
On the flip side, though, if we're talking about attention and getting the attention, you might remember that weak nigga more than the ones that were better. He stood out. He was different. He's the outlier. Now his shit's trash, but there's a whole lanes dedicated to trash music. So I mean,
I remember.
yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Y'all, coming up, you said your album is coming out November 22nd.
25th, yeah.
25th. Singles rolling out on the app. I put the website in the comments, y'all. It is called Wishing
Wishes are never perfect.
Wishes Are Never Perfect. And he's got a book through the perspective of a genie. I
That's
watched
intriguing.
Yeah,
That title is intriguing.
because
So I
wishes
call
are
it
never perfect.
because
Yeah.
like what it comes down to is that my last like year and a half has been like pretty rough. Like me and my wife, like we suffered a miscarriage. I dealt with like the loss of my studio. I lost a couple of my friends to death. I lost my uncle just a couple months ago. But at the same time, like I'm extremely blessed, right? Like I couldn't wish for a better life. That like I have a beautiful wife, got a kid, got a house, got a dog. I make a little bit of money. Like I'm doing my thing. I'm well known in my scene. I got a community. I got good friends. But what I come to realize is that it's kind of like a variation of the concept of be careful what you wish for, because there's no such thing as a perfect wish. There's always going to be something that's just a little bit like not quite right. Right. And so when I wrote the first song, the very first song I wrote was called Wishes Are Never Perfect. It was kind of me talking about some of the things I mentioned previously and kind of just letting it all out. And then when I said the last line of the song, like Wishes Are Never Perfect, I'm like, oh shit, that's the album right there. That kind of represents the last couple of years of my life. My life is pretty fucking incredible. Like I'm not trying to like say that like I don't want to try to trauma dump
Well,
and be
no,
like,
I
oh,
think people need to understand that wishes are never perfect. There's always going to be something you don't like that comes with it. Even like every artist is, oh, my contract fucked me. And they act like they're the only one every time. Wishes are never perfect, nigga. Pick
Pick
yourself.
your poison.
Yeah.
essentially.
No. Yeah,
But
because
so like talking about the book, like it kind of talks about that where the genie has to talk about his ability to grant wishes and how he would try to grant wishes for people, but the wish never came out exactly the way that he wished for it. I'm saying
that's
someone
the
wanted
tale as old as time. Every genie story is like that. I actually, and that's funny because I was literally, I was watching the top 10 worst. Thank goodness it's funny. ABC back in the day, like that got canceled, and one of them was about a genie, and it only lasted 8 episodes. That messed up every wish he granted, and
what it's
that
called?
was I'm gonna text it to you when I yeah, I'll text it to you because I'm still in the middle of that YouTube
It's
and
called
so I'll
You
be
Wish.
yep, you wish. And that was the lesson at every episode is be careful what you wish for.
I never actually heard of this show. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I had never heard of it either. And so it's really interesting today that you but that happens every episode of Let's Vibe TV when the vibes are high. That's that's the currency. And I don't mean currency is in money. I mean the
That's the
wavelengths.
currency, though. That's the currency. Yeah.
That's the current, baby. But so it's interesting. Also, y'all know me and Big LA will be in the big building. West Side Chicago Joe, the EP will be coming out October
Yes.
21st. Okay. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. EST. Listening party. It will play first. Do you wanna email me an MP3 of upcomings or your or like a song you don't got a video to that's new?
I can
Gerald?
send you. I could send you the single that I'm about to drop on Sunday. Actually, I can give you that exclusive if you
Okay,
want.
yeah. Send me the
So
MP3 of that.
the single's actually a Lucy. It's not on the album. I actually just finished it like a couple days ago, but this is part of
Oh,
the campaign. I've been spending a lot of time like watching like digital marketing and all that shit, and they're telling you got to drop a song every week and fucking do backflips and waterfall and all this
I
bullshit.
mean, yeah, you
And
do. But
so that's what I'm doing.
you
But
do.
I'm gonna email
Well,
it
the
to you right
algorithms
now.
just changed. It's really weird. The algorithm is different now because of the way they pay people out.
Yeah,
Uh, so
Dolphins on the money.
they changed it again very recently, and are making you have to be a little bit scrappier. But with all them rules and whatever else too, though, the people who fuck with you is gonna fuck with you. Let them know, try to feed your audience, but I'm not gonna be chasing none of these. That's tough. I gotta, yeah, do what he said. Not a lot of people
Oh, you want an
do that.
MP3?
Work hard. I'll never discourage working hard. I will also won't tell you to fucking run like a chicken everywhere either with your head cut off.
Right.
Because a lot of people are just gonna fail regardless.
Failure's a part
And
of it. You can't be successful without failure. You really and truly can't.
Facts.
It's damn near impossible. If you are, it's because of nepotism or you're rich or some shit like that. But even then, man, like you cannot be successful without failure.
that's fucked up, bro.
Is it? It's fine. It's just
Yeah.
life.
I feel I feel like that
Sorry, I'm working on getting you this song right now still.
no, you're good. Cause I'm working on something. We're both gonna give them some exclusives. So that's all we're gonna both drop an exclusive. Till then, be somebody. I guess I don't like it applies. If it applies, let it fly. But and it's also on the album. But
So this album that you're dropping, this is a collaboration with Big LA, or he's just there?
he's gonna be at the live listening party, the online.
I'll just be at the party. I don't make.
Gotcha.
I make a whole different art form. I'm saying I'm there, but I don't make music.
Gotcha. So what's up with the album? Is it like self-produced, or did you get someone to work with you on that?
Well, there's a little bit of. I mean, I don't make beats.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm like okay. As far as what I do, I'll say I talk a lot
Okay.
and I'm organized stuff.
You're a boss. You do boss things.
I'd say more like a composer, an orchestrator of sorts. I would say I orchestrate. This thing is acting super funny right now. It's not.
So I sent the track over.
Yeah, but it's not letting me upload any new music to my deck, and it's telling me I have too many files, but I keep on deleting shit, and it's still acting like I got too many files. So that don't make a lot of sense. I'm still trying. Let me try a little bit here, because there's no way you can delete this much shit and still not. Be Somebody, the single is out now, y'all. Let me get okay, now we're getting shit working. Be Somebody's out now, but we're trying to play something. Game Theory. We're gonna be playing two joints real quick for y'all. We got one off of my upcoming project, and then another off of Ickner's upcoming project.
It won't be on the album, but it might be somewhere.
I keep saying that again.
Oh, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but like you know, because I build universes around my shit. So I'm putting the song out as a Lucy, but you might see it or hear it in another fashion later on down the road. But it's not on the album.
Absolutely. Okay. That makes sense. That's fire too, but I didn't mean to click that. Yeah, Game Theory and the other one. Okay. So I'm gonna let me take this away. Y'all, I wish I was like yo, tell me why the DJ Clue world premiere. DJ Clue, who's the bro? He's so annoying. Whoa, Funk Master Flex. Funk Master Flex. It took 25 minutes for the Otis world premiere. We got a world premiere, 2 world premieres in the building. Here we go. Yo, this is called Own Beat, Own Street. Are you ready? Westside Chicago, Joe. One time I had to kill a nigga on his own beat. It might seem cool to you, but to me it's bittersweet. Before I retreat, it'll be the end of me. I try not to, but wish death on all my enemies. These people hella weird, got me like, nigga, please. Finicky, I ain't feeling your energy. I'm who you wish you was, who you pretend to be. Feeling like Pac, someone get me some Henny, please. And I don't even drink. Pushing me to the edge, I'm jumping off of the ledge. Taking back control for everything that they owe. Everything that I gave, working me like a slave. Then making me pay, carry them on my back. Putting them on the map, always riding a high, low tide, don't wanna chat. Speaking on me bad, making your friends laugh. Tell them what I did for you, tell them how I killed for you. Tell them how I let you in, but you was too sheltered then. Didn't wanna go outside, knew it would expose your lies. We would never learn a thing, had too much foolish pride. Rather try suicide, it's the end of you and I. And to think that I got to be for 35. This the last time you'll get a dollar of mine. This the last time you'll get a dollar of mine. One time I had to kill a nigga on his own beat. It might sound cool to you, but to me it's bittersweet. Before I retreat, it'll be the end of me. I try not to, but wish death on all my enemies.
One time I had to kill a nigga on his own street. On eat pork, nigga, you don't want beef. Man, you talk too much to boy, you be all teeth. You don't put on for your team and you don't leave. Fuck it, that be you and that's your decision. I feel like Scotty in the game when he got Jordan assisted. And you know that we gon' do our thing cause we know the vision. And don't be worried about them rings, we gon' go and get them. I've been rebellious since a jet, I don't need no permission. I'm concentrating every day, standing my position. I feel bad for whoever is the opposition. If you ain't with me, then I guess you is my competition. The wrong side of history, he wasn't comprehended. 2 ears for no damn reason, he ain't wanna listen. My grandma always showed me that money was the mission. My grandma always told me that I would be the realest. Now this the part where my cables gon' switch on my feet like a dog taking the shit. People be faking this shit. Lately my life has been crazy as shit. But it's okay cause I was made for this shit. Fuck what you talking about. One time I had to kill a nigga on his own street. On eat pork, nigga, you don't want beef. Man, you talk too much to boy, you be all teeth. You don't put on for your team and you don't lead. Pussy.
Westside Chicago, Joe. How'd you feel about that, J-Ron?
I liked it. It had a very like Kanye West feel to it. It reminded me of like some like early Kanye West, like what's his mixtape called? The one in between.
Talking early. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm talking early. Like Can't Tell Me Nothing mixtape. Freshman Class.
That Westside Chicago Joe. I'm my daddy's son. But I got. Look, I want to say so much right now. I can't until the listening party, and also we're here for you. Introduce game theory real quick before we play this shit.
This is just me rapping, really. Like, I'm not really like doing anything. Like I said, this is a Lucy. I wrote this song like last week. It's just kind of me at the pen. Because typically when I there's two different modes in me when I make music. There's me in album mode where I rework a song over and over and over again until it sounds a certain way.
And then there's flush it out.
Let me just hop in and just rap. So this is like me just hopping in and rapping. I just threw the song together and put it out. So trying to keep that momentum up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is game theory.
And shout out to JD who made that beat. I won't say whether he's the never mind. Nah.
They never showing the cause. I'm moving with the meaning and redefining the laws, and clapping for my peers and never faking applause. In the presence of God, I'm sipping the holy water to wash away the demons that came when I lost my father. I see heroes die in silence and villains become the martyrs. In history rewritten with winners become the authors, turning souls into profit. What's the cost of a coffin? I'm calculating damage and weighing out all the options. I'm just trying to keep it popping, living life in the bubble. Some people can disappear even though they say that they love you. That's the way that it.
This is hip hop. This is fucking hip hop. You're muted your mic. I'm turning that over. This is hip hop.
I see niggas talking down, but they never showing their flaws. I hear niggas speaking out, but they never showing the cause. I'm moving with the meaning and redefining the laws, and clapping for my peers and never faking applause. In the presence of God, I'm sipping the holy water to wash away the demons that came when I lost my father. I see heroes die in silence and villains become the martyrs. In history rewritten with winners become the authors, turning souls into profit. What's the cost of a coffin? I'm calculating damage and weighing out all the options. I'm just trying to keep it popping, living life in the bubble. Some people can disappear even though they say that they love you. That's the way that it goes. Where are some of our choices? I fill up my lungs with smoke to quiet some of the voices. I open up the door to let some of my boys in, then self-sabotage and I'm sipping my own poison. Had to lock in and focus, stop and smell all the roses, create my own potion, then double up on the doses.
Yo, that's so funny because Big LA had said pick your own poison. Like, even if it's a Lucy, it still fits right into the theme of the album and coming to terms with who you are. You've got your mic muted for some reason.
I'm a victim of devotion, a wave trapped emotion. So when I finally stop, dog, it's gonna be explosive. Damn. If I could put it in my mind, then I could put it on my name. I put it on my shine like I'm putting on a chain. I put it on the grind when I'm pushing through the pain. If it's all on the line, then I put it on the game. Yeah, put it on the game. Yeah, put it on the game. Yeah, put it on the game. If it's all on the line, then I put it on the game. If I could put it in my.
And yeah, everything you're saying, you like, oh, I'm just rapping bars. No, you're not. Everything
Bars on bars.
putting its, well, I mean, look, it is bars, right? But it's all in context.
Sure.
Because it's all coming to term with everything that the game has to offer. Game theory, thinking like you're playing the game. Don't be mad at the game.
Then I can put it on my name. I put it on my shine like I'm putting on a chain. I put it on the ground.
The cost of coffins. I'm taking in all the bars.
Oh yeah.
And tying it all together into the theme of multiple things that we've discussed, heard, have on the way coming.
When I'm pushing through the pain, if it's all on the line, then I put it on the game. Yeah, put it on the game. Yeah, put it on the game. Yeah, put it on the game. If it's all on the line, then I put it on the game. Here to save the game like a floppy, but the files get corrupt when they try to copy. Breaking up monopolies, philosophically, she waking up on top of me. Astrology, written in the stars like a prophecy. I can always see the angles like geometry. Always end up on the ground like a coffee bean. Make our own properties to find our own wealth. I had to push.
Y'all gotta listen to the rest of that Sunday.
Well, look, get a bar.
Y'all,
That's fine.
It's dropping everywhere Sunday.
It'll be everywhere on Sunday for sure. And then I got more coming out. Like I said, I'm dropping a single every 2 weeks, probably for the foreseeable future. Because I'm working on my next movie right now.
I'm gonna play it on Sunday on the show too, and drop like the YouTube link or whatever. That's that might be one of my favorites by you.
Thank you.
And especially in the world with the clips and Mobb Deep and Slick Rick dropping project and like real hip hop, you know,
that's where it started for me. So I mean, I can rap on some trap pop beats, and I call myself a pop rapper sometimes. But like, yeah, I could rap too, like on some bar shit. It's a balance.
Clearly, you big LA. He said, "I can." And the video had bars too. I do feel like the opening bar was a little bit cliche of hot summer, cold winter, but like once you catch it.
So the thing about that is funny you say that, because that chorus, I actually wrote that chorus like 10 years ago.
Not that part. I'm talking about your opening bars of your verse. But then the verse goes into some unique space, and then that song transition for the cold part is
The first half is supposed to be on some pop rap shit, and then it flips into like some introspective bars. That's why it's Hot Summer and then Cold Heart. The song's actually officially Hot Summer / Cold Heart.
I picked that up when
but it just so like there's a pop vibe and then like the bar vibe and then the second half.
Well, look, you're barring them up, right? But that's what makes the pop. But you kick it off with a pop bar, like what you just said. But you end up rapping very hip hop esque, even on the first half. I almost feel like the first half is less pop than the second half because there's like more emotion in Cold Summer. In that half of it. But so that like makes sense why you got like because they got the bar here. I'll show you the bar. I'm gonna pull it.
Reasons to keep holding the feeling that was
because it's literally a bar.
Yeah.
Like,
Star struck. We gonna heat it up. We gonna heat it up. We gonna heat it up. Now I'm walking down this hot concrete, looking for respect. Sun on my neck, trying to catch another check. Now I'm working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer with the cold heart. Working through this hot summer, yeah. Burning up my feet to the beat when we hit.
Burning up my feet to the beat. Okay, when we hit the street, okay, you kill it from there. Okay, I watched your reel the other day where you're in the car because it starts from that point, and that's what I was like, yeah, I gotta have him on. He's rapping his ass off, but that first bar, I was like, he could have, like, that's kind of one of those.
It is. I think that was by design.
That's a pop. That's a Will I Am bar.
Yeah, that's actually a good. Yeah, that's actually, like I said, I wrote that chorus like 9 years ago, and when I found it in my notebook randomly, I was like, bro, I should bring this shit back. It's old and corny.
I'm not talking about the chorus though.
No, what I'm saying is because like I knew that like when I had the chorus written, but when I was writing the song, I'm like, so what am I gonna do with this shit? And I'm like, bet we're gonna make the first shit like kind of be on some pop shit. And then I'm gonna flip it. There's actually a couple of sub posts in this on that like second verse
Ooh.
Yeah, like I take a couple shots. There's
Ooh,
some shots
say
fired
the
at that verse.
names.
I'm not saying names.
We
I'm just
don't.
saying that they're
Nah,
the
nigga,
people
that's
who hear
their
the bars.
newest shit.
They know who it's about. I'll say
This
that.
is fresh. This is
So the
clearly
shots
not
fired
old
in like that
wounds.
second half is a lot deeper and a lot more introspective, and like I'm kind of like kind of pouring my cold heart out. I'm pushing through this hot ass fucking summer of a cold ass heart. So I'm gonna write this fucking
But
pop ass
you
verse and
don't
show
give
you all
us
that I
the
can do
name.
that. Nah,
Come on. That's a,
you guys wouldn't even know him.
Can I get an initial to the
I'm sure.
last
I would
name?
probably. Bro, I know all these Arizona rappers. You
He's
already
not a
know
rapper.
that.
He's not a
Creative,
rapper.
creatives,
Yeah,
whoever.
yeah,
Look,
nah.
There you go. Creator, huh? It's a creator, huh? Hey, I'll take
I
a
mean,
verse.
everybody I know is a
I'll
creator.
take
It's
one
not gonna be
initial
like
to the.
hey,
Dennis. You know what I'm saying?
comment section. If he should drop a name of who one of his subliminal bars is, drop a yes in the big LA. I see you typing over. Don't forget it. I see y'all watching in there. Don't be quiet. Say yes or no.
I'll just say that
My hands is up.
Because if you've read
Wow.
any internet tactics, you know just saying one name, that nigga will
we
have a
give him a
full
lot of
note.
attention that he doesn't deserve. So that's I would have just said it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's what it comes down to. I know how this shit works, bro. I've beef with everybody in the scene. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about my career is that I did write the Phoenix New Times fucking
They
hip
would
hop
get
power
mad,
list.
and they would
I did
get
the power
madder
list for
than a
the YouTube, and
bitch at
I have
you.
people giving me death threats. I have people calling me pieces of shit. Like I know how this shit works, but I just know that when dude hears that bar, he knows that it's about him. So that's all that really matters. I know he's listening. He's probably watching
okay.
this. So
The comment
whatever.
said yes. The comment said you should give me at least a one letter out the name. You know what I'm saying?
I can do that.
No.
It's an M.
It's an M. Do it
Yeah.
fall at the beginning or the end? There you go.
The first
That's the
letter of his
question.
name. It's
Oh,
an M.
and it's a he.
It's a he. Yeah, it isn't.
Oh, clearly he wasn't gonna be beefing with
on no rap
notes.
songs.
He said he's gonna be beefing with chicks.
I ain't
Yeah.
beefing no chicks on no rap songs. That's
You didn't have to say no names, man.
He ain't
Look,
he not gonna tell you.
I just
that,
I'm
I'm
torn
just messing with him.
because I've definitely had people say all kinds of shit. They find me conflictual, all kinds of stuff. But I've been very light on saying names, and for the reason you have said. But I could only imagine how much more publicity I could get telling the stories that I have. And I've kind of tried to, now that we've been doing this daily one, and just trying to really own the power of my voice instead of tippy-toeing around it. And I feel like because I feel like I've tippy-toed around the power of my voice, and so
be careful with that, because the problem with Arizona is, as you probably know, this whole entire state is powered by hate, bro.
it's what I mean. They've already disliked me, and I've already been hated by the biggest artist in Arizona. Yeah. So and we got the same blood. So like, and obviously, like, we're good. That's my, we talk all the time right now, but and even this shit is bigger. This ain't we have people from everywhere on here. I'll take smoke. I got stories for everywhere, for anyone anywhere. Arizona smoke. I want all this. If there's gonna be smoke, let it burn.
As I said before, I'm 41 years old, man. I got a kid and a wife. I'm just trying to make this music and fucking just live my life and be the best.
But that's how I get there, is by
I know I got the troll in me. I got that demon in me that will fucking torch somebody.
It's
and
art.
that's the problem, is that I've clashed with so many people in this scene that, like I said, like either you love me or you hate me. That's how basically most people feel about me in Arizona. Either you fuck with me heavy or you absolutely hate my guts. You don't really have a good reason to hate my guts. You probably just hate me because everybody loves me. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it goes. And then the way that I talk about shit too. That's a different discussion.
You do sometimes, yeah. Nah, yeah, I have love hate with some of the things because you'll say it as fact. You have a very way of saying things that's very like it's not an opinion, even when it is.
Maybe. I mean, I have an opinion on things, and there's also facts. So I guess it depends on what you're talking about exactly. But I also make mistakes too. So I'm not perfect. I've been called out on my bullshit many a time for being inaccurate or whatever. But I also stand by my conviction to where like I will post something and say that shit in my chest. But the problem is that I'll draw a lot. You see my post. I'll draw a lot of motherfuckers out who just want smoke. And back in the day, I would go to war with all of them, typing on Facebook all day. But now it's like, nah, I got shit to do, man. I'm trying to work on this album. So
You know what's interesting? Yeah, I guess it's even the fact that you'll say your opinion on things that
yeah,
it can be jarring.
yeah, and
Because
that's
you'll be
something
like,
I,
oh, yeah,
especially
that
with
was a
the
bunch of bullshit that happened. And
well,
like,
I don't want to open up that can of worms, but a lot of it has to do with like the how Arizona is framed with going back to the white population thing. But like a lot of these motherfuckers, a lot of these rappers and a lot of these artists who operate in hip hop are on the wrong team, meaning that they're voting for Trump. They're fucking voting for the Republicans and all shit. And I don't care what the fuck you vote for. Don't tell me if you do vote for Trump because I will torch you. But my point is that if you're operating in hip hop and you're fucking trying to do this shit for the sake of the culture, and then you support a guy like Donald Trump, and then you pretend that you don't for the sake of working with the people who actually are fucking with the culture, then you're probably a piece of shit. And that might be whoever's watching that who knows who I'm talking about, because there's certain people who know what the fuck I'm talking about. That is what it is, and that's how I feel. And if they want to flip the script and be like, "Oh, come back
that's
to
a
the
great
good side,"
segue.
I feel that.
Tomorrow, I will be having, I don't know why I didn't say this sooner, the Marine rapper in the building. It will be intense.
who the
He
fuck's the Marine rapper?
he's got his Charlie Kirk Global remix going crazy right
Yeah,
now.
that's the shit I'm talking about right there, bro. I'm gonna look this guy up. That shit pisses me off. Like when I see rappers like fucking do like the
And
pro Trump shit,
he's black
outrageous
too,
me.
is what. So we'll see. We got the Marine rapper coming on tomorrow. It's gonna be a frequency
Oh,
check.
I've seen this guy, man. Fuck that guy.
Oh,
All right,
everybody's seen this guy.
I'll watch it. I might hop in and talk some shit. We'll see
I,
what happens.
I might, if you free, I might have you come on the chat, bro.
Tomorrow at 2. I'm actually not free tomorrow, but maybe
Yeah, that's
later
what
if we're
it's.
going this late, I might hop in. But no, that's like part of my number one trigger right now are fucking hip hop artists who fucking are rapping for Trump, and then country rap are the two things
But
that
it's
piss me
such
off.
an easy way. I'm gonna look. Yeah, no. Tomorrow,
I
it's
know you gotta
going.
go. We got to.
It's going down. We'll have the Marine rapper in the fucking building. Charlie Kirk's biggest fan. He just made the Turning Point Global remix, them speaking all languages, all fablitos in support of Mr. Kirk, which you're allowed to do. I'm not here bashing him.
I believe in freedom of expression. I'm just talking about what I know about the culture. You could say, I ain't got time. We might have to do a part 2 to this.
Yeah. Oh no.
I gotta go
Look,
right now. But
I love storytelling too, and even a lot of the guests coming on and a lot of the conversations are ones that are far from over. They're in the thick of them, and so I love to bring people back when major things happen, and obviously closer shit probably around the day your album drops will definitely let you get your bag off here on Let's Vibe TV. So
bet. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I actually do have to go. My wife just got home, so she's gonna want my attention, and so I gotta do that. And then, yeah, man, fucking, it was good chatting with y'all. Let's do it again. I appreciate you guys. Fucking, y'all got me. I'm kind of triggered right now at that end of the conversation. I want to keep talking about this shit, but I really do.
I'm mad we didn't bring it up sooner, bro.
Because I should have brought that up first. That would have made that probably would have been the whole conversation. Because honestly,
we've
like,
talked about it bro, we've talked about it so much on here
That's
that
fair.
it's nice to
It's
give them a break. So, and
that's fair.
especially with what's coming tomorrow, I tried to, but because they might be mad at me. Another 40 people might unfollow me tomorrow. But
Bro, it's a mess out there, man. It's I didn't want to get into it because like I said, I would get
these are
triggered,
the
but
freedom
I'm
of speech. I don't know why you didn't bring it up when I talked about freedom of speech and what happened to me from one
well,
of these.
because it's such a volatile conversation, and it's something that I've been going back and forth with. Because like I said before, I used to be that kind of guy that would clap at you for that bullshit. But then I had told myself that I was retired from that shit. But then I started seeing this shit pop off of these rappers and like what they're doing with the shit that I love so much. And it's like I gotta start speaking up again, bro. And that's kind of how I feel about it. So that's why I was like, if he brings it up, I might fucking talk about it. But honestly, like
You
I
had a
feel like
couple very good chances, and I brought up,
mm,
bro. There was
I
a
also don't
few
want to give
because
these
I
motherfuckers
talked
a
about
platform either, though.
it was too soon. I think in the conversation too, when I brought up certain, also, yeah, because we try to save the bullshit for later on. We try to give it high energy, quick light conversation, build the
No
groove,
hate.
build
I
a
had a
little
blast,
bit
man.
of.
I just know that like that's a super trigger point for me right now in terms of just like motherfuckers co-opting my fucking culture.
We're doing
So
everything we can over here to and even I saw, bro, like seeing stuff like Mr. Beast taking out 35 million pounds of trash out of the ocean. That's the kind of changes that I want my platform to be able to bring to the world, and without being a weirdo with glass
just gotta
eyes.
keep grinding, man. You're doing a good thing for sure. You're on the
Yeah.
right path.
All right, y'all. Peace. It's been a dope show. We shall see y'all later.